Ahead of the game, News 3 Now will air a special show with everything Badgers fans need to know.
Wisconsin Game Day will air right after News 3 Now at 6 tomorrow night. Eric Franke and sports director Andrew Banstra will co-host the show, and they join us now with a preview of that coverage. Hi, guys.
I can't stop thinking about the food. I used to get excited about the press box brats. I used to get, that's quite a layout.
It makes you hungry.
It has changed.
It's so exciting. Football's back. Everybody's can't wait. And before we talk, Drew, about the team and the expectations for the season, Eric, tell us a little bit about the special and what fans can expect tomorrow night.
Well, it's great for me to work with Andrew as he launches his time as our sports director. This is, I don't know, my 28th Badger opening game in Madison. He's ready to run through a brick wall and play for Fickle tomorrow night, I think. But we really want to get fans not only acquainted with the team, but of the surroundings, how things are changing down there.
Big changes.
Camp Randall's a different place. I had the opportunity to go in and talk to Chris McIntosh about the new facility that's going up right next to the facility. We're talking to J.P. Cullen, how they're making it safe for fans. You guys talked a little bit about the streets that are going to be closed. It's going to be a different place, but it is still Badger football, and it's a magical time of year in Madison.
It really is, and it's a time of year that's incredibly important for this program. Luke Fickell heads into his third year with more questions than answers in his last 2 years, and year three is going to be what it all comes down to. He says that his team is not only his most experienced group so far, but one that has returned to their true identity, which would be the run game. Expect a whole lot more running of the football with this year's team, and that will finally be on display tomorrow. There's been a lot of talk, and this time of year there's always a whole lot of talk, a whole lot of we're going to be really good, better than we've ever been. But as the team has said, nobody really knows what happens until they go out and show it tomorrow.
Yeah, and you mentioned some of those things about the team this year, and I would say even if you're not a sports expert, there is something exciting about cheering on the Badgers. It brings a whole community together. So what's special about this time?
I think when I look at this team, it's the schedule, right? I mean, Luke Fickell could be coach of the year and lose 6 games. I mean, the schedule is so tough. And, you know, everybody has such high expectations of him after he was hired, and he's a great football coach. But it is difficult because UW is still an academics first institution. They're not one of these people, one of these schools that throws $1 million at every player in the transfer portal. But that's the other thing. We all got to get used to new names every year. The quarterback was Maryland's quarterback last year. That was unheard of 20 years ago.
It's one game at a time. So what do we think about the first matchup with Miami of Ohio? What should we be paying attention to?
Yeah, so there's some advantages for Luke Fickell. Miami of Ohio is a school that Luke Fickell's really familiar with. When he was at Cincinnati, he played them 5 times in his 6 years, and he also tried to get their current quarterback to come to Wisconsin before last season. So he's really familiar with a lot of names on this team. Ultimately, it should be a Badger beatdown, but even in these non-conference early season games in the last few years, they've all been really close. So to show me that this team's different, like they say they are, it's got to be a blowout, would you think?
Well, I think, yeah, maybe, but Miami's a good football team, and they're well coached. Chuck Martin's a great coach that they have, and Miami's the cradle of coaches. A lot of people don't know that. It was the place where Woody Hayes got his start, and Ara Parseghian, all these historic great coaches. They got good football down there in Oxford, Ohio. They're a contender every year in the Mid-American Conference. A lot of those guys that play in the MAC have a chip on their shoulder. They were guys that felt they should have played in the Big Ten. So they'll be here, they'll be hungry, they'll be well coached. I think it's going to be a closer game. It's kind of hard to get the offense going in those first games, but I think it's going to be a very fun game to watch. We'll learn a lot about the Badgers tomorrow night.
And it's one of the greatest environments in college
Really
football.
is, no
Camp
doubt.
Randall Stadium, a night game. Weather's going to be perfect. It's going to be
Well, and this
great.
is right now, at least, subject to change. The only night game on the schedule. They've got a light show scheduled. You have fans will get wristbands when they go on. It's going to be like Coldplay all over again. So it's going to be quite a show tomorrow. It should be a ton of fun for fans.
Tomorrow night, right after the news at 6 o'clock. Oh, and then you have a streaming show.
Yeah,
after.
this guy's going to break down the
Brady, I
team. He
didn't
knows a heck of a lot more about the team. I can tell you about the team in '99. He knows about this team a lot better than I do. So we're going to have a little online streaming show on our Channel 3000 Plus platform. Should be fun.
Very good. Thanks, guys. Good luck tomorrow.
On Wisconsin. Here we go. Thanks, guys.
Yep.